In this remote and unforgiving corner of the earth lies ancient rainforests dating back 130 million years, where a unique community has thrived for millennia, living harmoniously and prosperously. Amidst the towering trees, they have embraced a simple existence, untouched by modern conveniences such as mosquito repellents, air conditioning, cell phones, internet, TV, cars, and obviously with no water or electricity bills, malls, cosmetics, or branded products. However, these remote communities often receive frequent visitors from big cities, each with different purposes and intentions. Amongst them are anthropologists, journalists, ethnographers, tourists, religious missionaries, and, of course, artists. Unfortunately, the intervention of city people sometimes leads to interruption and disruption of the tranquility of this place. While some visitors claim to be driven by curiosity and good intentions, expressing a desire to help the indigenous, they often unintentionally cross the line and engage in interference, excessive judgment, and disruptions. A prevailing trait observed among all visitors is their inclination to strike poses and capture photographs. City dwellers demonstrate proficiency in documenting images of the indigenous, pursuing them like to vampires tracking their victim. This pursuit occasionally leads to breaches of the indigenous personal spaces and homes. The questions that arise are, how do the indigenous interpret these actions by city people, and how does it affect their emotions? Do city people not realize that their actions introduce further complexities for the indigenous, leaving them suspended between the notions of modernity and reality? First, let us look into the implications and ethical considerations.
Wait, this is the intro to our next documentary film. The film you are about to watch is about this.
Okay, recording.
In the heart of Belum Forest, where the ancient rivers run, roam the mighty elephants beneath the golden sun. The trumpets echo through the trees, a song so wild and free. But now their cries are mingled with a tale of misery. Oh, the elephants of Belum, once proud and strong and free, now their paths are fading like whispers on the breeze. The forest echoes silence where their footsteps used to tread, and the stories of the old ones are vanishing.
In July 2023, a group of 10 academics, including myself, all living in the big cities, took on an expedition. Well, expedition with a small e, to visit the ancient Belum rainforest in Perak, Malaysia, situated near the borders of Malaysia and Thailand. Armed with our predictions, fears, knowledge, and city habits, we ventured into this 130 million year old wilderness to observe nature at its best. We wanted to look like we knew what we were doing, or at least pretend to be. wanted to meet and learn more about the indigenous population of this rainforest, their cultural habits, lifestyle, food culture, architecture, and most importantly, how they react when they receive outsiders from the city like us. As city dwellers, our identity often comes with specific expectations, leading us to anticipate the appeal of exotic experiences in natural environments. These preconceived notions can influence our expedition long before we reach the forest. However, for the moment, let's temporarily set aside ethical considerations and direct our attention towards the quest to locate the elephant in the Belum Forest. Before we go any further, let's put faces on the city people in action here. First, it is me, Roslina Ismail. I am an artist and a lecturer at the Faculty of Creative Arts, University Malaya in Malaysia. All that you are about to see is because of my act. I'm the initiator of this project, sort of the responsible boss. Second is Khalid Ramadan, film director and a research fellow at our faculty. We call him Mr. Wait, we need to retake the shot. Very annoying. Number 3 is Dr. Aida Sharinas binti Ahmad Adlan, co-researcher, Faculty of Medicine, UM. She is the scary one because she is a psychiatrist and she studies everything and everyone in silence. The diagnosis will come later. Number 4 is Nur Asura binti Ismail, English graduate research assistant in the Faculty of Medicine at UM. She holds the title of the Karaoke Music Queen and was responsible for subjecting us to a relentless 6 hours Bahubali Indian film during 2 consecutive nights. Number 5 is Mageswari Manikam, graduate research assistant, Faculty of Creative Arts, UM. She hangs onto her life jacket all the time, even on land. Yes, you get that right, she can't swim. Here, let me tell you a small secret. Almost all of us cannot swim, yet we stay on this home boat for 7 nights. Number 6 is Khairi bin Anwar, a videographer hailing from artistic media. Alongside his videography skills, he has taken on the role of our mosquito repellent guide, skillfully fending off these pesky insects with a continuous cloud of smoke. Number 7 is Yasha bin Yaqub, a dedicated tripod photographer with passion for observing tigers and other wildlife activities. Despite his focus, we couldn't help but wonder about the reasons behind his fascination. Number 8 is Effendi bin Anwar, widely recognized as a city videographer from artistic media. While the wilderness isn't his comfort zone, he surprised us by being the most prepared among our group. Number 9 is Desmond Prashan de Cruz, a skilled cinematographer and dedicated eco-farmer. Remarkably, he was the sole member of our group who remained unfazed by the prospect of losing his hair in the event of an elephant encounter.
So what is this?
This is the new technology for walking in the mud. So apparently, you don't get all these invasive bugs like what do you call it? Leech, yes. Yeah, so you don't get that.
This is an anti-leech.
Yeah, so this is the latest technology. Yes. And then you can slowly start floating to the moon also.
But I heard another opinion about it.
What? Another opinion of what?
Give us another opinion about this leech stick. It's not the way to wear it, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to wear
have to wear
shoes on top
Inside
of
out.
this socks. Yeah.
You have to wear it inside out.
That's why we call it a side-leech
The,
socks.
the astronomist style, huh?
Yeah.
Astronomy.
Number 10 is Faris bin Anwar, an accomplished drone pilot affiliated with Artistic Media. Impressively, he holds a record of never having crashed a drone. It remains to be seen how he fares in an environment where eagles pose a significant challenge as the prime adversaries to drones. Let's not forget the introduction of our cherished houseboat, fondly referred to as the mothership Pinky. This vessel is skillfully navigated by the cool duo of superheroes, Khairul and Hakimi. Our objective for venturing into Belum Rainforest was to portray a polished and informed presence on camera, while creating a wildlife documentary reminiscent of Jacques Cousteau's underwater explorations and David Attenborough's terrestrial journeys. Much like these renowned figures, our pursuit was fueled by an unwavering passion for environmental advocacy and a boundless curiosity. Hi, I'm Roslina and this is Aida. We're from University Malaya, Malaysia. So we're here at this amazing place called Royal Belum Forest, Perak, and it's situated in Perak State of Malaysia, and it's considered one of the oldest forests in the world. It's according to some, it can be up to 135 million years. So one of the prevalent issues that we found here when we were talking to the ranger, that there are quite a lot of poaching, where the Malayan tiger especially is going through extinction. It has about 100 plus tiger only. However, reality didn't align exactly with our aspiration. Nature, it seemed, was not necessarily cooperating. Rain was our constant companion, reinforcing the essence of the rainforest name itself. Hi, this is our second day. We are actually living on a houseboat, and the houseboat just flows slowly along the river, up down the river. So now we are halfway the river, and we are at this Orang Asli village, the indigenous people village. It's called Kampung Hain, right? Kampung Hain, and it's already nearly dark, so we're gonna dock our houseboat here. And tomorrow, we hope that we'll be able to go up and meet the head of village and maybe ask permission whether they can receive us or not. Well, apparently the kids are they are waiting by the river, excited to receive us. I hope they will receive us. We do bring some gifts, because it's like already 50 kilometers up the river, and, things like provisions are quite difficult to get. And they really value that if we come and, just say hello to them.
boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do?
On the second day of our expedition, we visited an indigenous village, a group of orang asli as we call them in Malaysia. We arrived informally and made no request of the village inhabitants to appear in traditional clothing with spears and weapons. Nor did we request any exotic rituals as journalists, tourists or anthropologists often do. Our intention was to avoid any resemblance to colonialists. The good question here is, did we succeed? In the 16th century, during colonial exploration, the Spanish referred to the indigenous people of Southeast Asia with dark skin as negritos. This term was subsequently adopted by the British and used to describe the Orang Asli community in Malaysia. The term negritos is considered to be insulting and offensive by the Orang Asli. It is a colonial term that was used to dehumanize and discriminate against the Orang Asli. In recent years, there has been a growing movement to reject the term negritos and to use more appropriate terms such as Orang Asli or Indigenous Peoples of Malaysia. The Orang Asli themselves prefer to be called by their specific tribal names such as the Semai, Temia or Jahai. Our visit to the indigenous village unveiled a multitude of unexpected revelation. The village chief shared with us that a considerable number of elephants previously residing in zoos were being released by zoo authorities after years of captivity. This narrative surrounding the release of animals from zoos into the wild became a focal point for us, almost an all-encompassing pursuit. This was especially true when we discovered that the younger brother of the chief had tragically lost his life due to an encounter with an angered former zoo elephant.
Apa yang boleh kita selesai? Macam mana nak selesaikan masalah ni? Yang haiwan-haiwan dari zoo ni kan? Macam mana nak buat sebenarnya?
Saya tak faham lagi lah dekat orang kampung lah, bukan saya. Jadi orang pelepas ni macam mana dari hutan ni?
According to Batin, the animals released from the zoo, they don't know how to hunt. But they have to, they were fed, right, at the zoo from small. And then when they were released, they don't have the survival skill. The Orang Asli are the hunters. So they attack humans, eat them. They don't even leave bones behind. And they heard that the zoos are releasing more animals and it's such a big, they feel very unhappy and they feel that they are the endangered species, not the other way around. Yeah, he thinks that they are taking revenge because they were kept in captivity and they see humans as bad.
Ini dia masuk ni tempat kita ni berlawan sama berlawan.
The chief's other brother was eager to guide us to the area where the confrontational zoo elephant would feed and swim. Did I hear that correctly? Did he ask for dollars? I believe he did. We'll get back to this later.
Going to the place where the elephant killed his brother. So we want to look at the spot where the brother was killed. And perhaps if he let us, show us where he was buried. Come, let's go.
We took a sailing trip with the chief's brother who directed us to the location of potential danger.
Was the attack happened, right? So he said it was 6 years ago, which is 2023, 2018, 2017. He can't remember because his years, they count year differently.
but he said probably it's 6 years ago. There were identified elephant footprints, but we couldn't tell whether they belonged to a zoo or a free forest elephant. This proved elusive. When we inquired with the Indigenous about distinguishing between zoo and free forest elephants, their response was enlightening. They said that zoo elephants often exhibited signs of aggression and approached humans due to their lifelong exposure to human contact. Additionally, the locals conveyed that zoo elephants seem to harbor a sense of retribution for their captivity, seeking a form of vengeance against humans. As we departed the village, a singular thought occupied our minds: to witness the zoo elephants firsthand, to document and form our own judgments. We took numerous sailing expeditions across the expanse of the Belum Forest. We ventured even into the night in pursuit of these majestic animals. In retrospect, our decision to navigate in the absence of moonlight, stars, or any discernible light source proved to be less than wise, plunging us into a realm of pitch darkness. No elephants. On the fourth day, a decisive moment materialized. We received confirmation that elephants occasionally inflicted damage upon the metal road fences, verifying our quest.
Can we cross this mud without getting stuck? Yeah. I think it's...
Oh shit, this is bad.
Yeah, this is look bad, yeah. Have to speed up or we get stuck, huh?
However, it turned out that the evidence before us was not a result of elephants. Rather, it emerged that a vehicle collision had taken place. Thankfully, no injuries.
Brother, what happened? Is this elephant? No? Was it elephant? Accident. Wallah. No one was hurt, hopefully. So no animals, huh? No haiwan, huh?
By the sixth day, elephants remained elusive. Our encounters were limited to the traces they left behind, prints of elephant food and remnants of their manure. Still, no elephants, neither zoo nor free forest elephants. As our seventh day began, marking our final day in the forest, we were determined not to leave without uncovering the truth behind the narrative of zoo elephants and their purported revenge against humans. Our last glimmer of hope rested with the forest ranger, and here he is.
Let me get that straight. So zoo authorities do not release elephants into the Belum Forest, right?
Yeah, it's a misunderstanding from the Asli. The thought is from the zoo, but it's not from the zoo actually.
The question is, who put that idea in their head?
Yeah, I don't know.
How do they know there is a zoo?
I don't know. Tempat tiasi tu, itulah tempat paling banyak harimau lepas tu.
Indeed, as you have heard, there are no instances of zoo elephants being released in the Belum Forest. Instead, elephants are relocated within the area for security and preservation reasons. However, our exploration led us to a different revelation. A number of small animals resembling small deers and cattle are occasionally introduced to the Belum Forest. This deliberate release serves the critical purpose of sustaining the population of the approximately 300 tigers that call this habitat home. And with the ranger's statement, we come to the following conclusion. We, the city people, are confused. We can be confused and cause confusion, and no matter what we do or say, we cannot answer questions related to the life of the forest inhabitants. Therefore, this film sheds light on the impact of our presence on this isolated community, urging all of us to reconsider our approach and respect the indigenous way of life, their privacy, their narratives and their fantasy and their reality.
So explain to us what's going on.
That's
So
natural
apparently
medicine.
this one is very good to dry it and then you roll it with tobacco or hemp. So
This is what the Orangasi guy was smoking yesterday.
yeah, the
What was
green
it?
one, yes. So he said it got a lot of like medicinal properties and it gives you a bit of this high. It gets you a bit high.
No way.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. So it's two.
Wow.
So this is the guy who sucked our bloods, right?
Yes.
Right?
Can we go home now?
Oh, she was still there.
Still there?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Be nice and come back and pick me up, or I'll be eaten by tigers, eh?
We thought our visit was an exploration of cultural exchange dedicated to balance between modernity and tradition and the importance of preserving the unique heritage of those who have lived in harmony with nature for countless generations. Did we achieve our objectives without blurring the line between research and colonialism? The answer remains uncertain, and whether we genuinely wish to understand the indigenous people's perspective on our visit is a question worth considering. Perhaps it's best to leave that judgment to them. Yet, I couldn't help but catch a snippet of conversation between the indigenous, with one voice remarking, "Those fools, they return repeatedly, and we continue to entertain their repeated visits, and we keep fooling them again and again and yet again."
In the heart of Belum Forest, where the ancient rivers run, roam the mighty elephants beneath the golden sun. Their trumpets echo through the trees, a song so wild and free. But now their cries are mingled with a tale of misery. Oh, the elephants of Belum, once proud and strong and free, now their paths are fading like whispers on the breeze. The forest echoes silence where their footsteps used to tread, and the stories of the old ones are vanishing unsaid. The tigers roar, the eagles flight, the dance of moonlit skies, the whispers of the ancient trees where the spirits lie. The people of the forest, with their wisdom deep and old, now struggle to hold on to the stories that they've told. Oh, the elephants of Belum, once proud and strong and free, now their paths are fading like whispers on the breeze. The to tread, and the stories of the old ones are vanishing unsaid.